Your boy, Bert Kreischer, is coming to New Orleans Saturday, February 8th. He's bringing Nikki Glazer, Tony Hinchcliffe, and Adam Ray as Dr. Phil.
We'll be right back.
Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Hey, buddy, I was just talking about you. I hope you're enjoying Legos. That's not good.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. And by the way, you're doing great. Let me be the person to tell you you're great.
I know you like Legos.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
You don't have to mention
No,
Legos.
no.
You don't have to mention Legos.
No Legos.
No Legos. No need. Okay, here we go.
Like, you have a pretty interesting career, but do you ever wish you weren't who you are? Like, do you ever wish you were like a
let's
Matthew
get
McConaughey?
into this. What does that mean? Take me through it. And then tell me what your NED shot means.
Pull up what NAD is up there.
NAD.
NAD, it's the building blocks of something. I know Rogan does it, so I do it.
Wait, tell me what you mean when you said you're like, well, if you don't want to be yourself. If you're like, hey, your career's cool, but.
All of us in comedy would love to be able to do what you do, right? But do you ever look at what you do and go, I wish I was like an action hero or an action movie star?
You know
or
what
like,
it is?
Or
I wish that I could.
Like, you're a quirky romantic lead.
Oh, I'll take a romantic lead. You're going to give me a romantic comedy?
No, but you've done. When
I have done it. I have done it. I have been leading romantic comedies, yeah. But
you're the guy that.
There's piece of me that wish that, all the movies I watched growing up, would I want to be Indiana Jones? Yeah, of course I'd want to be Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Or be in Star Wars and that stuff. But I think I could try to gain muscle mass and do it my version of that. But of course, I'll look at people's careers and be like, oh my God, how cool would that be?
But there's no one in comedy you look at where you go.
Well, I do such a specific thing. So I do like long form improv, and there's very few people that tour at the scale that I'm touring at.
No one does. No one does.
You're very kind.
No. You did Radio City Music Hall, right?
I did do Radio City Music Hall. You've done Radio City, no?
No. I get impressed when I see the venues you do. Royal Albert Music Hall?
Yes, but I got impressed. I saw a video of you at Red Rocks.
Yeah.
And it was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I think, it's fun. I think that we don't really talk to each other outside of when I come and do this podcast.
Yeah.
But I love watching your success because from the little I know, I mean, you had a movie come out, which was inspiring to me based off of a fucking joke of yours, which is like an impossible thing
I've
to
had
think about.
fucking bizarre career.
But also the scale of which, and I'm sure it's because podcasting has really helped also, but your comedy's strong, but it seems like you're so positive.
That's so funny. That's something
that I am inspired. I try to do that. I try to bring joy in whatever, but what I see from your stuff, maybe I don't see the dark version of you.
No. So I just
you just killed somebody.
No, I just got out of depression yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. And it was like, my depression isn't like a real true depression. It's more a little OCD anxiety. I feel like I have blinders on and I'm only looking a couple inches in front of my face.
Oh, we could talk. We're going to have a great fucking day today.
Good.
You and I have so much to talk about. So wait, is your compulsion in that you can't see what's like when you say OCD, do you find yourself
ruminating over a thought over and over and
so
over?
So is it
again.
spiraling over one thing?
It spirals. And I actually can see it. It's funny. I can see it and go, oh, that just happened. Like almost like if you're doing a surgery and you dropped a piece of equipment into a person, and then no one else saw it, but you saw it. I get so specific. I was having one of the best days. So I don't know if I have. I don't know what is technically what goes on with me, but
Wait, how long does your depression? It ended yesterday. When did it begin?
When we took Isla to college.
Oh, I mean, that's a huge life moment. That's also you. But it's you trying to find a new identity with a child that's no longer in the house.
Yeah, both my girls are gone.
Wow, that's crazy.
And Leanne and I are doing really well as a team, and our relationship's great. And it's like I can't qualify it as depression because to someone who really deals with depression, it's insulting. Because I'm doing really cool shit, I'm having a lot of fun, but at the same time, I'm noticing myself like this a lot. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna relate it to something that I do, and you tell me if this connects with you at all. Oftentimes, and I've had to make a conscious effort to change this. I will have a lot of stuff going on, but I'm so looking at what's next that I forget to enjoy what I'm in the middle of. And it takes real effort for me to be like, okay, I just completed a movie or TV show or this tour. I just finished this tour this year, but I'm already thinking about, okay, for next year, what am I going to do for this tour? And I learned just, through life experience and through therapy, the idea it's like, if you don't take a moment to enjoy what you're in and stuff like that. And I think with your daughter leaving, there's probably a piece of you like, oh my God, now that's over. That part's over. It's just like everything's moving so fast. But I 100% do the same thing. And also I have like, I don't like confrontation very much. So like if I feel like I make somebody unhappy, I will relive the text I sent, being like, did that do it? Oh my God. Or like, that shit to me drives me crazy.
Do you want to hear? Oh, you want to hear like, this is.
You okay?
No,
Take me through what's happening in your body.
I think it's the IV. I have a lot of fluid in me right now.
I came in here. The first thing I said, you okay? You go, yeah, I just got an IV. And I said, oh, you all ready? You go, yeah, I get them all the time. I was like, wait, but what is it for? Just barrel through.
Partying.
So it was your birthday yesterday.
My birthday yesterday.
What do you do? How old are you?
52. Actually, 48, because I'm going backwards now.
That's smart.
Once
After
I hit 50,
you go down.
I'm going to go backwards.
Oh my God, I can't wait for your 10th birthday. You're going to be a fucking mess. It's going to add up perfectly. Your 10th birthday is going to probably be the same as what your 90th was going to be anyway.
So wait, what were we talking about?
Okay, so I said
that?
two things. Sorry, my brain, I go.
Okay, so
one is the blinders and not enjoying the moment.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with that.
So, well, that was yesterday. I wake up thinking about death every day. And,
really?
Yeah, I think about it every day.
What do you think about? Like you're afraid to die, or you think?
I know that it's inevitable that one day everything goes dark.
Terrifying. Can I tell you? Tell me if I take you on too many things.
No, please.
I was when I was a kid, I had trouble sleeping because when I grew up in Riverdale, which is the top of the Bronx.
Oh yeah.
My parents are from the South Bronx, so I can't ever say that I'm from the Bronx, but I'm from the northern tip of the Bronx. But when they shut off the lights, I used to have trouble going to sleep because I was afraid that that's what happens when you die. That the light just shut off and then that's off. Like that's it. So I used to be terrified of death. But I feel like now that I'm starting to learn you a little bit more, like this is fun because we have to learn about each other. So I apologize for everybody who's seen 100 of these and knows this stuff.
No. I don't. I've talked about death a lot, probably ad nauseum. But keep going.
So in my head, I was so afraid of death because I thought that's what would happen. I sometimes, when something feels overwhelming, I almost have to push it to the side, or I can't. It's too scary.
I've talked about this on a couple podcasts, but I started getting to a place where I go, what if I don't believe in death? What if I go, it's just not real?
Wait, what? Oh, you can
it would take a lot of anxiety out of the whole thought of death, as opposed to just going like, it's real, I'll deal with it, one day it's going to happen. Just go, yeah, it's not going to happen. And then fuck it. And then maybe if it does, I was wrong. But I get to enjoy all that time where I was like...
You're the one person? You're the one person where you're not going to die.
Yeah, it's like the Loch Ness Monster. Can you imagine living next to that lake and believing in the Loch Ness Monster, and you never enjoyed the lake? You never got to go swimming. What if you just go, fuck it, no Loch Ness Monster, I'm going swimming. And then you're like, if you get attacked, you're like, God, I guess I was wrong about that.
So tell me what you do when you feel that anxiety. What do you do to make it go away? Or what do you do to relax yourself?
This is exactly what happens. It happens every morning. I go like, I don't know how it gets so pinpoint, acutely accurate of what that feeling will feel like that it overwhelms me, and I end up taking a deep breath going like, oh fuck, and then I'm like, okay, come on, let's shake it out. Like, you're still here, you're standing.
Wow. Every day Come on.
Every day.
Wow, man.
Every day. And then yesterday I said, I'm done. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I was like, this is stupid. It's my birthday. I'm in a good mood. I feel good. I was like, I'm done. And I decided to say my mantra for the year. And I was like, I'm going to have a great fucking year. I'm not going to let things, like when you talk about Instagram or just getting done a tour, I think the idea that I'm taking a year off, that gave me like, so when am I? If I'm a guy defined by his work.
Identity, man. I totally understand.
My identity's gone. And I started like, I lost my mojo. And like, I'd go on podcasts and I would have nothing to say at all. Like I just would have nothing to say because I was like, I don't know, man. I don't even know who the fuck I am anymore. Like my kids are gone. I'm in this relationship with my wife, which is great, but it's like, it's hard to like write a joke about a solid relationship.
Right.
It's like, and so, and I'm not doing stand up. I'm not touring. I'm not writing anything. And I was just like, I lost my mojo. I lost my swagger. My, when I'm on tour, and I'm doing Boston Garden, and I walk in, I'm a loud guy, but I'm the guy. I'm the guy that is sold this fucking garden out. And
you sold Boston Garden out?
Sold
That's
Boston Garden,
fucking incredible.
But
how many stand-ups in the universe have done that? There's got to be a list of less than 100 of all time.
Probably. There's a lot more now.
To not even like... to not take a moment to realize how incredible that is, and also to not give yourself a year to be like, I earned this. I'm bad at this too. I'm telling you shit that I'm hypocritical about, but like, because I told myself I was going to take this year off too, and then I didn't. Because the acting industry has gotten a little bit of the way my agent and I say is like the entertainment industry tore its ACL. And like, we don't know when it's coming back. And like, when it comes back, is it going to be 100%? Is it going to be 70%? It's like really like figuring itself out.
I jokingly said I want to ask Ben, I was saying this to the team downstairs, what's it like to be an amazing actor when no one's giving acting jobs?
It's so, and also I've been so fortunate for so long that I've always kind of been lucky and always been working. And now it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to lean into touring a little bit because the acting roles, if they're coming to me, they're not stuff that I'd super be interested in.
Yeah.
And I have this other thing that I do that I can make a little bit of money on, but also I can bring my friends out who aren't making money and I pay them.
Yeah.
I can, you know what I mean? So it's like, I could still be making things and, wait, because we're talking about death, there's something in an interview someone asked me this year or last year where they go, I want to ask you this too. Now that you're out of depression, I wonder if it's different than yesterday. Someone said, why are you here? Why do you think you're here to me? And oftentimes when we do this, we don't get real deep questions ever. And I was like, oh, fuck. I think I'm here to make people laugh and make people happy.
Yeah, as I was going to say, to make people smile.
Yeah. I was like, and I never thought about it before. And I was like, almost made me emotional being like, I think that's part of the reason why I'm here. Like to be loving to people that I care about, but also to make, when people come and see us, I've had so many people that have had terrible days or weeks and they come to one of our shows and they leave so happy and we are able to give them that. I know it sounds cheesy, but if you think about it, because, you know, for me, we literally make up a show on stage. There might be a time where I'm playing, you know, a fucking George Washington blowing a dinosaur. You never know where the hell improv is going to go. So it's like, oh, we're doing these silly things, you know, and every time we have a poignant moment, but we really just try to make a funny show. It's like afterwards, like, oh, we affected someone's day to the point of make them happier. I was like, we can do that. You have the ability to do that. And if you're doing it at the Garden, what is that, 20,000 people, 15,000 people?
Okay. So
it's like, I'm not very good at reflecting on the stuff I've done. But when you say shit, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, you know, it's so funny.
That's incredible. Think about all that joy. So wait, when they asked that question first, so what do you think you're here for? Because that was a weird one for me.
To make people smile.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
I think God put me on this earth just to get people to go like, to not even know they're doing it, but to have them go like this. And then they go, oh shit, I'm smiling. I don't think I was brought here to make people think.
You are with your comedy, of course.
But like, I really think I was brought here to make people think it's okay. Like, it's okay. Everything's going to be good. Let's have a good time. Let's laugh and let's smile. This podcast is sponsored by ShipSkis. ShipSkis offers white glove shipping for ski and snowboard gear. If you are like me, I'd love to go snowboarding, but I like to tag it on the end of a trip. For me, it's on the road. We'll do 3 cities, 4 cities, and then we're already up north. I'm like, let's go snowboarding. But I don't want to travel with my snowboard to 4 different cities just to go snowboarding for one day. This is what's beautiful about ShipSkis. All you do is schedule your shipment, attach your label, and ShipSkis handles the rest, delivering your gear directly to your destination. It is amazing. You have no more airport stress and the costly airline fees that add up with complimentary insurance. They have complimentary insurance, real-time tracking, dedicated support, and on-time delivery. Listen, this winter, treat yourself wherever you're going, even you're going worldwide, because you can travel worldwide without luggage. That's right. ShipSkis delivers to 180 countries for a hassle-free, gear-free journey. Enjoy the winter. Enjoy skiing. I'm telling you, we're going to go do the Super Bowl. And I said to Leanne, let's go to New Orleans, do the Super Bowl, and then let's go to Salt Lake City or Park City and go snowboarding. Now I know that I can just go to New Orleans, have my gear shipped to Park City, and meet my gear there without having to take it to New Orleans, possibly lose it in New Orleans because they don't know what a snowboard is down there. Here, right now, ShipSkis is offering our listeners 20% off your first shipment when you go to shipskis.com and use the code Bertcast. Go to shipskis.com and use code Bertcast to get 20% off your first shipment and save yourself the hassle this ski season. That's shipskis.com. Make sure to use the code Bertcast also so that they know that we sent you and have fun out there. This show is sponsored by ZBiotics. Let me tell you, if there is a surefire way to wake up feeling fresh after a night of drinking like I did last night, and this morning I woke up perfect, it is with pre-alcohol. ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle the rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. So when you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not the dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night. Drink responsibly, okay, like we all do, and you're going to feel your best tomorrow morning. I had one last night. We did a podcast with a band, and I was like, oh, I think we're gonna have I'm drinking today. So I took one last night before we started drinking, and then we went out to dinner, had some wine. I woke up. This is how great I felt. I woke up and trimmed my beard first thing in the morning. I was like, I feel awesome. I cleaned the house. I felt phenomenal. I worked out. I walked to work, and now I'm doing this read. Thank you. This holiday season is upon us, and I know I'm going to be consuming a bit more alcohol than usual. With pre-alcohol, I can stay on track and not let the season throw me off course. Go to zbiotics.com/Bertcast to learn more and get 15% off your first order when you use Bertcast at checkout. ZBiotics is backed with a 100% money-back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember, head to zbiotics.com/Bertcast and use code Bertcast at checkout for 15% off.
Do you go to therapy?
Yeah.
It's great. I love therapy.
I think a lot of it you got to figure out, and this is what therapy is figuring out on your own. They walk you through it, and you just talk it, and then
a lot is just expressing how you're feeling and having someone to talk about it with in a way that's, there's no side from that person. That person's there to help you, get through that or understand it. I think one of the biggest things that I learned is like therapy is also there for you to get better at being yourself, the things that you need to work on. If something's bothering you out there, instead of putting all the blame to that thing, you find out how you respond to it, how can you respond better, what you're learning about yourself. Remember, my therapist always talks about like these things that happen is just a different way for us to learn more about ourselves and what we are and who we are. Does that sound like
you seem like someone that would get therapy. Like you do. You look like someone that
understand.
Like that you'd be like,
it took me a while to go in there.
For real?
Yep. It took me until I was in my 30s, and then I was in there, and then I've been so thankful that I'm in there.
I can see my spirals happening. I was having one of the best days of my life.
I have the same thing. I know when it's happening.
Really?
Yeah.
You can see. Okay, so then how do you stop it?
Well, what my therapist once said is that, so our brains work in that we try to, we're always trying to think of either jokes or when I'm in improv, the whole idea is you have to react and not think. You have to go quickly. That's like the skill set that makes a good improviser, I think. And so my therapist once said, the tools that you use to be good at improv, that you're like always ready to go. Imagine if some bad thought came in your head or like something that made you unhappy. You're still using those tools. You're just using them against yourself. You're fucking fast as shit. Be like, oh God, what a bad person. Oh my God, I should have done that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's nothing, or did I make, let's say I texted you and you didn't respond for like a day ago. Did I piss Bert off? I must have pissed Bert off. Oh my God, I know when, I'm going to look through text. I know when I pissed Bert off. It was like a fucking month ago. I said something. Oh God, now should I apologize? That's going to make more, like, that's what my brain will do.
I'm going to give you two examples.
I wish you gave me three, but I'll take two.
One time I was on a houseboat in Lake Powell.
Great.
And I was having the greatest day of my life. I mean, I just almost like the greatest day of my life. And I was assessing my body, like just looking at my fucking leg and going like, I have great calves.
Great.
I have great calves. I was so happy. And then I saw a very dark mole on my calf. And I went, it's cancer.
Oh, dude, health scares with us. You kidding me?
I spiraled.
Jewish health scares? You fucking crazy?
I spiraled so uncontrollably that I started throwing up.
From anxiety.
And I got sick. I got physically ill from it. It was so bad. It was so bad.
I get it.
And I was like, this is now
And I can't stop thinking about it. And by the way, if you start thinking about that shit, your body will get weaker because you're getting yourself so anxious.
Oh, so I said to myself, this is last week. I have a...
Wait, this happened last week?
No.
Oh,
This is the one that happened last week that I said to myself yesterday, I'm done. I'm actually done. I'm done with it. I'm editing my special, and we're trying to have a walk-on song. And I'm at a place now where I can afford to pay for a good walk-on song.
Great.
So
I am not. Keep going.
I've never been. I've always been like, save the fucking money.
So exciting to find that one that kind of clicks.
So I found it, and it turns out I'm friends with the band.
Oh, cool.
I'm like the good friends with the band. So I send a group text to all the boys. Hey guys. And I just out of respect, I would love to use one of your songs as a walk-on song. I just wanted to reach out to you guys first as artists to make sure you're cool with it before, I do the rest of the steps. First two dudes text, fucking, we would be honored. That is cool as shit. Oh, dude, you're a legend. This means the world to us. And then the one guy who I know is he fucks around nonstop. He writes, that's a hard no for me, dog. And I spiraled.
You didn't respond? Were you like, I'm so sorry. You're right. I'm so sorry.
I go, it's so how rude of me to think that their art compliments my art, that I am as good as they are. Like, I go, what am I saying? Like, and I go, they wrote that song. Why would they ever want me to be the face of that song now? People hear that. I go, that's so arrogant. I spiraled. And by the way, I didn't even send the text. The women in my office created the text and sent it. So then when I said, I walked in, I go, just give me a heads up. We're not using that song. And I think I might have pissed them off. Everyone in the office was like, what the fuck? So like my wife was like,
wait, you never responded to the person being like, are you kidding?
I never replied to
Was
anybody.
he kidding?
I never replied to anybody.
He must have been kidding, no?
Leanne reaches out
oh no
to the manager of the band and it's like, hey, Bert reached out to the band. Everyone seemed excited except for one person. I knew who it was but it's all numbers for me. It's no one's names in there.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just want, and the manager's like, trust me, the guys love Bert. Everyone's cool with it. And she was like, yeah, but one guy, and he goes, yeah, he's fucking around.
Yeah.
And so then all the band text me and they're like, dude, we are so sorry. And I was like, and I knew when he sent it, I knew the energy. I was like, there's no way. He's the one guy.
Yeah,
that I get
especially if everybody says yes so much.
And everyone says, and then the lead singer of the band's like, dude, I haven't been reading text. I'm so sorry
What's
this happened.
What's the band? We're going to find out when the special comes out.
Red Clay Strays.
Oh, cool. I don't know them.
Oh, they're fucking amazing.
Okay.
They're
Red
amazing.
Clay Strays.
And so are you married?
I am.
Yeah.
But I just don't really talk about my private life that much.
Then don't. Yeah.
Great. But
yeah.
I am.
No, really.
She's great. You'd love her.
Maybe I'll take you to go see Red Clay Strays.
We would love to.
Okay. I'll
double date it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so like those things spiral me out. And then I go, that's crazy, man. That owned a day of my life. I lost a day.
I do the same shit. I feel the same stuff and it will make me feel crazy and I'll feel terrible. And then I almost need, but what I would have done, which is different, is been like, I got to write a text to make sure. And then I will do exactly what you did. Like, oh, what an idiot I was. I shouldn't have texted them. First of all, I should have gone through the manager. Now I feel bad that this guy had to text me to tell me he didn't like me.
Yeah.
Now I feel terrible. Like I do that stuff all the time. All the time.
Dude, all the time.
It's the same stuff. The brain power we use to create stuff can also be like us creating stuff against ourselves, kind of.
But it makes me.
Does that make sense, kind of?
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes me not form relationships.
What do you mean?
Like,
because you're afraid of hurting people?
No. But I just go, I don't want to feel the rejection. I'd rather just be like, you know what? We're good. Like, let's just keep it like this.
But your career is the exact opposite. You just take risks. You take huge risks.
I know, but with intimacy, I have a thing with intimacy. Like, when was the last time you texted Billy Crystal?
2 days ago.
Who's here?
Yeah. But he's like one of my close friends. He's doing press in London, so we've been talking about it.
So, okay,
I'm sure you can find someone else that I haven't.
No.
But he's like he's like family. I love him.
Okay, so like I would never have formed that relationship.
But I was on set with him for 2.5 months every day.
Ask me when the last time I texted Mark Hamill was.
He was in your movie?
Yeah.
I
hung out with him every single day. He's my father. He was like the greatest guy.
Text him now.
No.
Text him now.
No fucking way.
Why not? It's right here. Text him right now.
Deal with it.
Text him now.
No.
Why?
Because.
Just to say, hey man, just think about it. You think you're great.
No.
Are you friends with him?
If I saw him,
Hey man, you're ripping apart your couch.
No, it gives me anxiety, the idea to
Well,
reach
listen,
out.
if I wasn't close with someone, it would make me anxious. But you're probably friends with him. Real friends with him.
Yeah.
If you're real friends with someone, this is what I also learned.
So do you text the like friends?
Yes, but this is what I learned. That, I mean, the busier I got, the harder this was. But I am, for a lot of my relationships, I am the person who has to keep it going. Not that they're not happy with the relationship, just that they're not, some of my friends aren't the type of people that start being like, hey, what's going on? I have to check in on them.
Okay.
And then we start it up.
Okay.
Do it. Are you going to do it? This is great. This is great. By the way, Bert, this is great content also. Exactly what Daddy needs. Daddy needs content. The other baby's out of the nest. Here he goes. What's the last time you... Wait, pick someone you have a real relationship with. It's not like me being like, text Beyonce.
It comes out of the blue if I text Mark today. He's like, do you need something? All right,
so
all right,
Mark
all right.
Hamill is what?
Okay.
Mark Hamill is what?
I'll do one right now.
Yeah, go.
I'll do one right now.
Yes.
Okay.
If someone's very famous, I don't want to bother them. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't ever want to bother anyone. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, the football player.
Yes.
Yes.
Met him, friends with him, would never fucking text him.
Yeah, but are you like real friends with him?
No, probably. But I don't think I'm real friends with anyone. Like I go, like, I always like, I'm.
What about people do your podcast? Someone you have an hour of intimacy or more on this couch with.
How often have I texted you?
You don't have my number. Think I would ever give you my fucking number? Look at you. Do you think I want to deal with this shit? 1 a.m? I don't know. I gotta call Star Wars. I don't know if I can call Star Wars. He sounds like a good guy. Yeah, he's my best friend, but I can't talk to him. You want me to deal with this shit? I have my own neuroses,
That's exactly
Bert.
what I hear.
Are you kidding me?
I see them go, God, fucking Bert texted me. Oh God.
I got a funny joke about Han Solo. You think it's funny?
I can't. Yesterday was my birthday. I had so many texts from so many people.
Well, that's it. You're also very busy.
But I said no. But I said,
do you respond to all your texts? Oh, okay. This is great. Without showing, I need to see this. You don't have to show us calling you. I just want to see the notifications. How many number texts, how many number emails you have right now. Right to fucking camera.
How can you see it?
You just turn it. Unlock your phone, and on the bottom, it usually says here. Oh, I don't have my phone on me because I respect you too much.
No, I don't have any.
What are you talking about? You have 867 mixed calls. You have 887 mixed calls. Where's the camera that gets that? 887.
I won't answer the phone. Like,
can I press it? Can I see what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay. So only one missed call, which means that they're probably all, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to absolutely throw up. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all unread voicemails. Oh, Mark Hamill. Tom Segura. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. This is Mayor Giuliani? That can't be right. Okay. There's so much to break down.
If you saw how many emails,
but you respond to your messages. It looks like anybody texts you, it seems like you respond back.
I have.
Is there someone you've wanted?
I have. My inbox has, if I'm not mistaken, 133,000 unread messages.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm literally gonna throw up. You can't have OCD and then also have this.
I can't.
You're a mixed bag.
I got texts yesterday for my birthday.
Oh yeah, but you probably got many.
I was like, I'm not replying to those. And my wife's like, why? I said, cause you don't need to reply to them.
But then you're okay, stop.
And then she goes,
but then you say when you text someone they don't reply, you're like, that's my nightmare. And then all you do is not reply.
Do you know, that's what Tom said to me. Tom goes, we were sitting down one time and he goes, we had to have like a meeting about it. Because he goes, there's
a lot going on
here. He goes, you don't reply to me. He goes, we're running a business together and I call you and you don't call me back. And I text you and you don't text me back. And he goes, I'm never going to email you. I know you don't read your emails. So like, he goes, it's really hard to get in touch with my business partner when we're doing stuff.
How'd you respond? I think Tom is making a very valid point.
I said, it gives me anxiety. He goes, yeah, you don't understand the anxiety it gives me when I can't get a hold of you. And he goes, and then I start thinking, did I do something?
This is just what we talked about.
Yeah.
But you're doing it to 100,000 people.
Yeah, well, I know, but okay. You bring up a good point. You bring up a really good point.
Is there someone that you care about that you're close with?
Yeah.
That you're like, man, I wish I text that person more. That you just don't do it because whatever. Like, is Mark Hamill that person? Or is Mark Hamill just a very famous person you're kind of friendly with?
Yeah. Mark, I love Mark, but I don't need to text him.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're not responding to people must drive them crazy where must drive them crazy. Just like what you just said.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Yeah.
Is this a big moment for you to realize what's happening?
No, but I don't know if I have the ability to change. Like, here's the deal. Okay, how about this? So when I talk about wild thoughts that I have sometimes, I said to my...
this is good because you're thinking about if you should really say this. This is going to be great.
No. It's like, we weren't supposed to be accessible as we are.
I agree with that.
Like,
I agree with that. And also, we weren't supposed to be able to send something and 1 million people read it.
Yeah, this is unnatural. And the idea...
Okay.
Last night I did something really crazy. Not on purpose, but a little bit on purpose. Is I didn't take my phone into the bedroom with me. I left it in the living room. Yeah, and I did because I didn't want to wake up with my phone. I want to start my day with my thoughts, and I want to have my thoughts. And
this is great. But what's the negative in this? This is beautiful.
Well, no, but that's the whole thing. Is like there's no reason that 133,000 people should be able to try to contact me. A lot of those are Venmo, people asking for money.
That's true. Oh. Change your Venmo.
I don't even have Venmo. I swear to God, I don't even think I have Venmo. Like I've never used it. I've never Venmoed somebody.
200 Venmo requests.
Dude, if you see my Venmo requests, it's fucking
for someone who
wild.
doesn't have Venmo, that's impossible.
Fucking reading glasses.
You have them right there.
I know.
Just put them on.
Look at my Venmo requests.
Oh, hold up. God, all of them for $1,000 too. That's so ballsy.
Yeah. Everyone asked for money.
Big fan and super weird request. Just seeing if any celebrities are willing to.
Oh, I actually.
You gave that money?
No. No, she's hot. She is. She's really attractive, single mother.
You definitely have
Florida.
a Venmo. You don't get these. You don't get these.
I have to have a Venmo, but I don't even know how to use it.
This person asked for 69 cents because why not? This could be its own podcast, by the way. I'm listening to the podcast, so I figure I send in $1,000. Okay, 10,000 is what they want.
That is a good podcast idea.
Great, going through your Venmo.
That's a great podcast idea.
$500. I need a burger. You definitely have a Venmo.
I definitely have a Venmo
because you paid me when you scratched my car.
Wait. Is there a part of you that?
I want to say that I think what you're saying makes a lot of sense because my goal as I get older is to get this fucking phone. You saw I put it over there to get it out of my. I just want to get it out of my way because I feel like. And by the way, this could be something for people who tour. When I'm in a different city, sometimes you just you get back to the hotel and I just I'm this. You know what I mean? Or you know, one of the things that we notice is that I'm in the elevator and everybody gets on their phone the second they're in the elevator, and everybody's so disconnected now that I'm like, man, I wish there was a way. I just want to open my fucking eyes more. And I mean, the addiction of that social media stuff, I'm trying to get better at the worldwide addiction of this is what we do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do what you're saying. I'm trying to put it over there. During meals, put it over there, something like that. Because we don't need to be there. You're right. There's no reason. My whole childhood, we didn't have cell phones. You know what I mean?
This show is sponsored by Pretty Litter. My entire second floor of my house is sponsored by Pretty Litter. We are cat people. We all know cats are picky, but listen, I am too, especially when it comes to our cats. We've gone through a ton of cat litter through the years, and I got to be honest with you, that is the thing that makes me crazy the most, and I'm so happy that the best by far is Pretty Litter. And here's why. Pretty Litter's non-clumping formula traps odor and moisture. It's ultra-absorbent, it's lightweight, low dust, and 1 6-pound bag lasts for up to a month. And it really gives us peace of mind. Pretty Litter changes colors to indicate early signs of potential illness for our cat. Now listen, here's the deal. Both our girls are at college, so we spend time with our cats upstairs, but we have dogs downstairs. And so we may not pick up things like a urinary tract infection or kidney issues. That's what's beautiful about Pretty Litter. And it picks up more. And if that wasn't enough, Pretty Litter ships free right to my door. So I never run out. I don't have huge kitty litter bags in my garage taking up space. Dude, I'm telling you right now, it is a no-brainer. Delivered right to my door, 6-pound bag, boom, both cats are taken care of, and I have peace of mind knowing that when we do change the litter, and by we, I mean Leanne, that we know that they're healthy cats because my family loves those cats. Pretty Litter's amazing. You have to try it. Go to prettylitter.com/Bertcast, save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. And the cat toy is pretty awesome. That's prettylitter.com/Bertcast to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. Prettylitter.com/Bertcast. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. This December is a cozy month. Best way to get cozy, in my opinion, is grab a blanket, get on the couch, and watch one of the many great Christmas movies we have. That's the best way to find comfort this month. Another great way to find comfort is therapy. Therapy is a great way to bring yourself some comfort that never goes away, even when the seasons change. I'm telling you, I've said this before, and out of all the months we get, I always think December's the hardest, with so much family, so much interaction, so much tension in the shopping malls and the panic of making sure, did you get the right gifts and can I afford all the gifts? It has been a pivotal month for me almost every year. December 27th, 2017, my life changed. Thank God I was in therapy. Thank God I was in therapy. That helped me navigate 2018 so well. And then listen, if you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, and that is all I do. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Bert today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Bert.
We didn't have cell phones, you know what I mean?
Buddy, up until I was 26, I got a cell phone when I was 26. I miss, I've been walking a lot, like just walking around.
Really good for you.
And no phone and just going for walks. And I think really well. It's a New York thing. The first time when I moved to New York, I realized that walking in New York City created thought. Like it forced thought on me. And I was so creative when I'd walk in New York. And it's also the pace at which you walk in New York.
That's right.
Like it's a little quicker than everywhere else.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's where
because also there's a timing when how the don't walk signs go that if you hit it at the right time, you can hit a couple in a row.
Yeah, there is. That's fucking wild. New York's so goddamn cool.
Where'd you grow up?
Tampa.
Tampa, Florida.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll tell you what, you would have loved.
Did my first ever film thing that I ever did was in Tampa, Florida, a commercial for Publix. That was my first ever commercial, first ever anything I ever did.
What did you do?
And they flew me, oh my God, wait, Bert. So my family's from the South Bronx. We grew up middle class. My parents grew up very, very poor. And so it was, we never went on first class or anything other than coach. We didn't go on airplanes very often. But for SAG rules, you have to get like first class. Yeah. So I got my first class ticket ever. It was from New York to Florida, which is such a fucking small flight. Yeah. And I was so excited. And I was in the fourth row so it was the last row of first class, never been in a first class airplane before, sat down and I'm like, they have eggs? You can eat eggs on a plane? This is insane. And I sat down and the woman's asking everybody, this wonderful flight attendant is asking everybody what they want. And I'm the last person that she asked. It's like, and what would you like? I was like, can I be honest? This is my first time. I would love some hot eggs on this flight. She goes, I'm so sorry, we're out of eggs. And I go, okay, that's fine. What other options do you have? And they're like, well, we have cereal. I go, fantastic. Some cereal with some cold milk? She goes, we are out of milk. I go, no worries. Pop some fucking half and half in there. Let me pretend I'm on this flight. And I ate cereal with half and half in it just to feel like I'm eating breakfast on the plane. But that was so Tampa. It had to be 2004 or 5. So I was, oh my God, I'm born 1981. Help. 20-something.
22?
20-something, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first thing. And you'll see me, I didn't even have lines in it. I had
Did you know you were getting on that first class?
They tell you that you're getting a first class seat. I like took a picture of the email and sent it to my parents. Like, I'm going in first class. He's like, what? It was like, we were so excited.
My first class flight was New York to LA.
Oh my God. You must have lost your mind.
It was, Will Smith flew me out.
For what?
We were doing a sitcom together. And,
Sorry. You and Will Smith were doing a sitcom together?
It was my first development deal. It was with Overbrook.
Oh, yeah. And
I did not know I had a first class seat. I just thought I had a flight. And I was like, cool. And I have a fear of flying, but I've always had a fear of flying. My fear is of death, really. But and I got onto the plane, and I was like, hold on. And I sat down, and this was like a big, I think it was Continental. Continental used to have really big, tons of space. I mean, like, and I was like, no, this has got to be a mistake. And they're like, can I get you a drink? And I was like, I don't have any money. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, they're like, everything's free up here. And I was like, can I get a beer? And they're like, yeah. I drank like a fucking lunatic. And then, and I got out there and I told Will, I was like, hey,
did you have a meeting right when you landed? So were you drunk when you landed?
No. I went out to Century City.
Yeah.
And I stayed in the Bruce Willis building.
Oh, the plaza. Yeah.
Nakatomi Towers.
Yeah.
And I saw Will the next day and I said, hey man, I got to give you a heads up. You guys fucked up and you gave me a first class ticket. And so I just want to give you a heads up that they misbooked me. I think they probably thought it was for you. And he was like, no, we knew it was for you. And he's like, we're flying you first class. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, if you ever need a flight, just call into Overbrook. We have travel people there. They'll set it up. And I was like, for real? He was like, oh yeah, I stayed in a hotel for 7 months the Universal Sheridan. And if I ever needed to travel anywhere, I just called Overbrook and they'd fly me home and fly me back. Like it was the greatest.
Sounds like Richie Rich.
Yeah. And then I went back to being a regular person and I was like, this sucks dick. Do you have a lot of money?
I mean, not like a ton of money, but I have more money than I thought I would make. Although literally what in my head when I was growing up was like, man, if I can just get enough money to pay for my rent in Manhattan, and I lived in a small studio where I could touch the bathroom door and my bed at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it's the smallest thing you've ever seen. And I was like, all I have to do is make enough money to pay for this. And it was not easy because I was like a page at Letterman. I wasn't getting paid for comedy yet. And so it's like, you slowly can just barely do it. Now I live in a better place, but I mean, I'm not like.
Would you spend money for courtside tickets to see the Knicks?
No.
But
if someone wants to, but I have a hookup at the Knicks.
Yeah, so I know you do.
I would
you're actually a pretty good basketball player too.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, I forget who I saw you playing with. It might have been. I saw you doing something.
I might have posted something. They let me shoot around so I'm a huge basketball fan. I'm an enormous Knicks fan. And the game before, those guys were like, hey, you're doing a movie over there. Do you want us to whatever? And they were awesome. I was in the very last row against the Timberwolves. My friend Jeff and I were in the very last row. It was row double Z of MSG. It was like, you get dizzy or so high. So I've been at the very worst one. So the first time I got courtside tickets was your boy, Billy Crystal, was like, hey, do you want to come a game with me? And I was like, it was unbelievable. I hate that we're just talking about things that are fancy, but
no. By the
I
way,
would have trouble spending $1,000. Like to me, it's like, oh, I think I can use that money somewhere else. But
yeah,
but anytime though, hey man, would you ever come to one of these games? It is one of the best times of my life. So maybe I should be better at spending money on this.
I bought Super Bowl tickets.
Oh my God, those got to be, what is it, 5, 10? Oh, I don't know. Is it way 5,000? I'm saying 10,000. Where did you sit?
You can find out. It's been a while. Me, Shane Gillis, Big J Okerson, Mark Norman, my buddy Tony, and his son.
So 6 people.
6 tickets.
You bought all 6?
I bought all 6.
Oh God! What, do you have a receipt up here?
And it was $125,000.
Oh my God!
Because I was doing. In all fairness,
you had to make a decision. Either that or another race car.
I said to Jay, Mark, and Shane, come do these shows with me. I'll pay you, and as a treat, I'll take you to the Super Bowl. The Eagles were playing.
Oh, okay. So it's a work expense.
And so it's a work expense.
Did you write it off?
It's right. Yeah,
you couldn't write it off.
No. You can't write off tickets. You can't write off tickets.
I can't imagine.
You can't. They. That'd be
so
I
funny.
didn't. I said to my agents, "Is that how much I did?" Yeah. And so I said to my agents, "Can you guys get
swindled?"
Yeah. By the way, yeah, because
you got ripped off.
Oh yeah. Fucking everyone that played for any fucking team. I think Jason Kelsey was like, "Dude, next time you need tickets, just call me." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah." It was like everyone. Christian McCaffrey's like, "Don't ever pay for fucking tickets." It was like it was going around at that Super Bowl how much I paid for those tickets.
Yeah.
And I was like, but we did 4 arena shows leading up, so we made money.
By the way, when we go out, I don't think about how much money we're saying when I'm taking those guys out, because the improvisers are as much part of the show as I am. Anywhere
Who
we
do you
want
take out with you?
I have 8 people that would go. So Drew Tarver, who was on the other 2, comes out a lot. Eugene Cordero, who is in Loki, comes out a lot. Colton Dunn, who is in Superstore, comes out a lot. Mary Holland comes out. Jess McKenna comes out. Who else? Gil Ozeri comes out. Ryan Gall comes out now. Katie Dippold.
This is so frustrating because I know.
I have a group of 10 people. Do you know any of those people?
I don't know any of those people, and I know that they're fucking
we're in such different worlds
talented.
Also.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we've seen of each other's people or stuff or, stuff like that.
I loved the special you did.
Oh, Middleditch and Schwartz?
Yeah, I love that.
Last time I was here, you were really cool about that.
Yeah,
because I have found that stand-up sometimes, it takes them a while to even find the respect to watch them. For some reason, stand-up and improv, back in the day, I don't know if it is now, there was for some reason, they didn't get along, or stand-ups kind of made fun of improv, but I think now it's a little.
Stand-ups believed. So I'm speaking for all stand-ups, and I apologize. I shouldn't do this, but if Donnell can speak for black people, I'll speak for stand-ups.
Who spoke for black people?
Donnell.
Who's Donnell? Oh no,
he's one of my buddies. One of my favorite human beings alive.
Not Don Lake, the character actor in Waiting for Guffman.
No.
Okay, I love Don Lake. If we're talking Don Lake, Canadian legend, I fucking love him. He did my show once. Legend.
No, Donnell is like
Donnell Jones, the R&B singer? Love Donnell Jones. Can we pop Donnell Jones on real quick? YouTube Donnell Jones, see if Bert can keep up. Do you know who Donnell Jones is?
No, pull up Donnell Jones.
I still am huge into R&B. Donnell Jones, I'll tell you which one. You got it.
By the way, the first Donnell that comes up is Donnell Rollins.
You got to go videos. Is that your guy?
That's Donnell.
Donnell Rollins. Where I Want to Be is great. Oh my God.
Our hip hop styles, our music styles are different.
Well, I bet I love hip hop and rap.
The way we took in, but
what was your group?
So I was all Dirty South. Like I was all Outkast.
Love Outkast.
UGK.
Quem and I, one of the best albums. UGK, incredible. Yeah. Quem and I is one of the best albums ever made.
T.I. is the fucking
fantastic.
King of the
Did a TV show with him. He's amazing.
Did you really?
With Tip, yeah, he was awesome.
What was the show?
It was called House of Lies. He did 5 episodes on it.
Really?
And then we shot. Yeah, he was great.
He's amazing.
He was a good when he was on set. He was a great dude to all of us.
I met him and Tiny at a Netflix party.
Yeah,
and I had a big gulp because I have a drinking problem. Like I drink,
just liquids.
Like to drink. I love drinking.
Okay,
I have to have something to take in.
Do you have your own water? I feel like there should be like water, Bert bars and Bert water.
No. I'm a big Liquid Death guy. Like I drink probably 6 Liquid Deaths before I go to bed.
If you were to make a protein bar called Bert Bar, what would be in it?
That's a great question. It would be peanut butter.
Yeah.
And caramel.
Now we're cooking.
And chocolate.
You tell me you're eating peanut butter and caramel and you don't like Donnell Jones, the smoothness of those two flavors and the smoothness of that man's.
So when I moved to New York, I had to learn how to take in hip hop differently because you guys are big headset culture. So it's more about the lyricism than it is the
beats and your car going crazy.
Yeah. So we were all about the beats and the fucking.
What about Tribe? Were you big into Tribe?
No.
Really?
Any conscious black rap, I never got.
So you wanted party rap?
I wanted to talk about your bitch, talk about your guns, talk about your money, talk about your.
But you're from Tampa.
Yeah, yeah. That was my shit.
Do you consider Tampa the South?
Oh, yes. Yes, but not yes. Like, yes, but not yes. Like, technically, if you are Magellan, it is in the South, but it is not.
The Explorer Magellan?
Yeah.
Your compass says. Yeah.
But no, I want you to be like one of my favorite.
But all those hip hop artists I love. But I was obsessed with that. Can I tell
you my favorite one? Like if
Black
you said
Star, did you listen to Black Star?
No.
Wow.
It's Black Star was just. Oh wait, Black Star. Yeah.
It's Mos Def and
Talib Kweli. Yeah. Talib Kweli. Yes, I listened to Black Star. I'm sorry.
Amazing.
I was thinking of Gangstar.
Oh, amazing too.
I never really listened to Gangstar.
I wonder if you do this. So every show I do, I curate the playlist that the audience listens to.
I do.
So do you? And It's like me meticulously thinking of great hip hop and rap songs.
I do. I used to do a recording as if I was a DJ. Hey, this next song coming up. If you listen to me, is that and then it'll play.
But by the way, also for me, I liked wrestling when I was a kid growing up. The entrance song for like a wrestler that I like, if like the Undertaker's like dung and the whole audience goes crazy. I think for good improvisers and whatever, we use the same song to come on stage every time. Mm-hmm. So I like that when you hear mine is This Is It by God, how am I forgetting? I've done it for the past 4 years. God, wait, I gotta find out what the song come out to is. Can you look up This Is It? It starts with, I can't believe I'm forgetting. My brain just forgets things sometimes. No, it's not This Is It.
Don't
get me wrong. Can I have your phone?
This is it. No,
that's the other one.
Waiting is over.
Is your password 6969?
This is it. No.
It's not This Is It.
No. Try to do your face like mine. Just go. No.
I fart in the phone. It's not This Is It. I can't believe I'm forgetting it.
This is it.
God, I can't believe I'm forgetting it.
If you put me in my car to listen to one song to drive down the street, it's All Gold Everything.
What is that? Hold up.
Trinidad James.
Oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember the song. What is it called? Anyway, Gangstar Work is how I bring out the other people.
Oh yeah, I know that.
And then
you've never heard All Gold Everything?
I'm sure I have.
Hold on.
I'm sure I have.
Put your headsets on.
You can only sing like half of those words.
I told him, I said I've never sung, like I was at a good age when I listened to that, where I was like, I don't sing the words, but man, I play that song loud as fuck with my windows down. I've had kids record me in my car, like kids, like woke kids, because they hear the lyrics and they'll record me like they're going to get me in trouble or something. Wait, play your song. I want to hear your song.
Can you put it on Camp Low? So someone would be like, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Ben Schwartz."
This is it. What?
I had a list of them. One was this one, Big Black Train by Maxim Ludwig and the Santa Fe 7. One of the best songs, and I cannot find it anywhere.
Isn't it fun that we get to, you're introducing me shit that I don't know, and this is great.
I'm really into music.
I can't wait to never text you about this because you never respond to any texts. I can't wait to find all these new things, and you never respond to any texts.
Hey everyone, with the holidays creeping up faster than your aunt's fruitcake recipe, I've got something way better to share with you. If you want to look sharp for all those festive gatherings and maybe finally win that best groomed at the family dinner award, check out Manscaped's latest masterpiece, the Chairman Pro package. The Chairman Pro is armed with not one, but 2 interchangeable skin-safe blade heads. Think of them as your grooming superheroes. The skin-safe 4-blade foil for when you want that baby bottom smooth, and the skin-safe stubble trimmer for when you want to keep a little stubble but clean it up a bit. The Chairman Pro is also waterproof, which means you can use it in the shower, and it's simple to clean up. I mean, it's literally simple to clean up. Just a quick rinse under the sink, and you're all set. Dude, I'm telling you, I only shave a couple places on my face, my sides and under here, which they're great for. The 4-blade foil right here, clean. But my back, dude, I use the stubble one for my back. That's how I start it. And then I go across it again because no one wants to feel that prickliness on their back. I don't know if that's what they intended it for, but that is definitely what I use it for. Get the Chairman Pro package today and experience a shave that is smooth as you deserve. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BERT at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with code BERT at manscaped.com. Does Blue Chew work? If you're asking that question, we want you to know that Blue Chew is putting their money where their mouth is by giving you a month for free. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in chewable form. Process is simple. You sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. And this stuff does work. If you want to bring the thunder into the bedroom this December, if you want to start 2025 with a bang, get yourself a Blue Chew. I always say 4:44 p.m. is when sunset is tonight. 4 p.m. That's when you take it. Blue Chew wants men rock hard. They told me that. Their mission, they will not stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house, till every tent is pitched, till every rod is raised. I have 5 more I could do off of the top of my head. I hope you get the point. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Oh, and we've got a special deal for our audience. Try Blue Chew for free. Just pay $5 shipping at checkout when you visit BlueChew.com. That's BlueChew.com. Receive your first month for free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And I would like to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring Bertcast. It's crazy when you meet someone that has made all the music that you love, and you realize you have a way into my heart, and you never met me.
I watched a video of you once. It must have been this podcast where you had a musician play music. And it was so beautiful. Then you started crying, and I loved the moment. Was so gorgeous. I loved it so much. I forget what it was, but it was a beautiful song, and they were playing it, and you just couldn't believe that it was happening. And
what's that?
Oh, maybe
might have been Teddy
maybe
Swims.
It was gorgeous. It was great.
Yeah,
that dude can sing.
I've been really lucky to have. Goose is one of my favorite bands.
Oh yeah, my friend Dave Clock does all their posters.
Oh, for real?
He does all my posters. He's the best.
Dude, a good poster guy is hard to come by.
He is literally the best. He's done it for Childish Gambino. He's done it for, I just got lucky that he does mine.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
I'm a big fan of Goose. Yeah, music, it's crazy that these kids, like a kid like that can write a song like that, and it affects me so intensely.
Yeah.
And then I go, like, that's your gift. You know, when we're talking about the idea that we can make people smile.
Holy shit, is he bringing it all together? Is this what he does?
Yeah.
Is he bringing it all together like a true podcast host?
Yeah.
Is he wrapping this shit up? Okay, let's see what he does, guys. Everybody shut the fuck up. Bert's wrapping it up, everybody. Everybody shut the fuck up for 1 second. Okay, you were saying? Just like what we said at the beginning? Yeah. Please.
And that's what
Shut the fuck up. Let him do it. He's about to wrap the whole goddamn thing up. And these people are just yapping? Bert, I'm so sorry. Whenever you're ready.
Do you have like a LA improv show you do? Like weekly or something?
Ben Schwartz and friends. Well, because I tour, I don't get to do as much. I play the Orpheum twice a year, and then I play Largo. I try to play Largo whenever I can.
And you do improv? I want to try improv.
You want to get on stage and try improv?
Yeah, could I do it? Like,
I don't know. I gotta. We can find out. I mean, you could talk. Obviously, we could do this.
But how does it? How do you know if someone's good at improv?
If they can do bits with you. If you start a bit and they can hang in the bit. As opposed to sometimes you start a bit and like, people make fun of the bit.
Start a bit.
You say, do you want to start or do you want me to start it?
It's probably better if I start it, right?
Whatever you want.
So wait, I don't even know how what is a bit? Like what is like you go like,
all you do is bits with your friends or anything like that. It's like starting like a joke or like a, well, you're asking me how, like if you go up to somebody and like, this is a bad example. I'm just putting together what yesterday. This is not what we're going to do. I'm just going to say it. So if like, I came in and there was 2 beers literally downstairs. So in my head, I'm using something as an initiation. I see literally today when I came in, there's 2 unopened beers. And I came in, if I grabbed one of those beers and I walk in and I pretend like I'm drunk to you. And instead of you being like, okay, you're like, hey man, are you okay? Or like that, you joining in.
Joining in.
So we call it's called yes and.
I love yes and.
Whatever.
I love yes and.
Do you?
I've said that in fights with my wife. It's always yes and.
Is that true?
Oh yeah, because I like to think creatively.
If you add to the idea.
I don't need you to tell me I don't like the idea. I need you to tell me what you do like about the idea.
Oh, that's interesting. Whatever idea you give me, it's you adding to it. Because if you just say yes, if I say this, if I go, oh my God, I'm ready for this podcast, man. I'm like a little bit drunk. And you go, you are drunk. Well, now it's still up to me to keep going, or it could be like, oh yeah, man, I know what happened last night. I get why you're drinking. Now you've added to it, and now we're building something together.
So it's not just about agreeing with them. It's about giving them something to take off on.
Kinda, you're building something. But if you say no, everything's over. If I come in, I'm like, oh my God, Bert, I am fucking toasted. You go, no, you're not. Then I look like an idiot. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's like you just ruined the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or it's like,
it's
like, hey man, you scratched my car. You know what I mean? You're like, no, I didn't. The scene's over. But if you go like, I was getting out of here so quick, dude. Why? What's wrong? I was going to this doctor appointment. Now,
so if you said you scratched your car and I go, scratched? You didn't see what I wrote? That's the joke.
That's a perfect response.
Okay.
But also you don't sometimes just keeping it alive. Just don't say no to the idea I'm presenting. So if I present you with anything, don't shit on it and say no. Say yes and try to add to it if you can.
This is where stand-ups get hung up. So are there improvs that you go, we should do that one again?
No.
Ooh. So you get
There are
good
situations that happen where it's like we're on a date, but whatever happens on that date is totally different.
So
we're in a movie theater.
What's your best improv you've ever done where you go, you got off stage and you're shaking, you're like, that was fucking magic.
The best version of improv when you're done with the show is what I was doing a bit of, like how you were like, truly what a good storyteller does is they take something from the beginning. You were like, how we can connect this whole fucking podcast? And you were doing something great and I just did a bit out of it. But it's like, but for me, all the scenes that we've done that slowly connect, if I bring something back at the end that makes the whole show make sense, every word that we've said makes sense because this last scene, this last idea connects every fucking thing, and the audience is like, what the fuck? And they're like, how did he do that? When it feels like magic, that's the best. So when you end a show on so oftentimes one of us or me will be like, okay, I see like a way to connect. If I introduce a character here, it can bring back this person's character, it can bring this, and I bring them in a room and now everything's making sense. That's the best feeling in improv in the universe.
Wow. And is it ever not like happening?
Sometimes you have to work for it.
Really?
I'm sure same with jokes. Like you're like, oh, this isn't working. But like sometimes it's like you have to find it. The longer you do improv, the more comfortable you get with it being chill for a second. Sometimes I'm like, oh God, I need a laugh. But you just learn to wait for
That's
it.
Where I'd be.
We'll find
That's
the
where
game.
I'd be.
Yeah, but you then
maybe not. Maybe I've been doing stand-up long enough that I don't need the laugh.
No, because you're building to something.
Yeah,
that's what we think. We're building. We're building. And also, I've been fortunate where I've probably done 1,500 shows. I don't know how many. A lot of shows where I've done enough shows where I was like, I know we're gonna find it. We're gonna have fun. And we have a pretty fucking solid hit rate when we're on the road. We don't often have a bad show.
Yeah.
Because we know improv so much, there'll be stuff afterwards like, I wish I did this different or this different. But the audience hasn't done 1,500 shows and done it for 24 years.
And so a lot of it's having chemistry with those people.
Very much. That's why I only bring a very limited amount of people and I change the cast. So there's only 4 of us on stage. I change the cast every time. And I almost build it like a basketball team. If someone's great at big characters, I don't need 2 of those people on stage playing big characters. I want something who's very heady, like very like smart and like stuff like that, or someone who's great at playing straight man. Like, so I'll build a team that really works well with each other. So we're passing the ball, alley-ooping.
What are you great at?
I'm pretty good at a couple things. I'm pretty good. The thing that I think I bring the most to the shows is I'm pretty good at making a show out of everything. I could, while the scenes are happening, I can connect and start to build things. If someone's doing something kind of bananas, I can come in as a straight man and kind of make the scene come this way. I can make it. And then also I really like playing big characters, but I do what the show needs. So like if the show needs me to be like a crazy big character, I'll do that. If the show needs me to be the scientist to make this all make sense, I'll do that.
That's not what I'd be good at.
I want everybody to look awesome on stage.
Ooh, that's
I'm not worrying about myself.
Either. That's not what I'm good at.
I want to get laughs.
I'm good at Bert.
Yeah, but you're by yourself on stage. You don't have to worry about anybody else.
I think I would be like I'd want to.
If we did improv, the first show you'd be nervous and you'd make a lot of big jokes. But the second you see I got your back and I'm going to take care of you, you can't make a mistake. I'm going to make you look good. I've done so many of these that no matter what you say, I will try to make sense of it.
Yeah,
you're going to feel so free and all that stuff.
Do you ever watch the crowd work clips at Comics Post and go, I'd be so much better at that?
Every show starts with me talking to the audience for 20 minutes. So it's like that stuff. Every single show starts with me asking the audience, what's the most exciting day or night of your life? And someone raises their hand and I talk to them about it. And me and the three improvisers talk to them about it. That's our inspiration for the improv. So you know we're making it up. We take their story and we improvise an hour-long, almost 3-act play off of their story. So every single show has at least 15 minutes of crowd work.
Wow.
Yeah, but we don't. That part is to get to the whatever. So I feel like if I just post the crowd work, people will think that that's what the show is, when the show is really the improv.
Yeah. Off
of that crowd work. But there's some crowd work stuff I've seen from stand-ups that are amazing. I'm like, oh, this is so fun.
Some guys are really fucking proficient at it.
Yeah.
But there's no better feeling. I mean, here's what's wild is I used to do a ton of crowd work when I was younger. When I wasn't like getting ready for an hour, I'd just be like fucking around on stage.
Yeah.
There's no better feeling than knowing you have the funniest thing to say in the room and waiting.
Well, you're talking about your last joke of your set, or what are you talking about?
No. In like a crowd work. Like when someone says something and you realize you have something hysterical.
Same with improv. If someone starts a scene and I know exactly what to say to bring that person's story back, like it's the best. It's the best. It's the magic of the audience finding it out together with us. Like we're learning about all at the same time. So it's you got to, once you come to a show, come to a show with your wife. You're invited whenever you want.
Yeah. I would love to.
Oh my God, it was so fun. We're playing Sydney Opera House next year. We're playing the first, so like Ben Schwartz and friends have been the first improv group to break in a lot of these theaters. And then hopefully a lot of the improvisers now can, start tour and hit those things too, hopefully. But it's like Sydney Opera House is a big one. In my head, there are these crown jewels that I wanted to collect, like Thanos's Infinity Gauntlet. And one of them was, I wanted to play the Sydney Opera House, I wanted to play Royal Albert Hall, and I wanted to play Radio City. Those were 3 big ones.
You've got 2 of them.
Yeah, so the Sydney will be the last one. And then in terms of theaters, I was like, I think I played almost all the ones that I've ever wanted to play. Because there's some great ones. Toronto is Massey Hall. That was fucking awesome. We've hit a lot of really cool ones. And Sydney Opera House is the last one. I was like, oh my God, can you imagine doing improv in this incredible structure? And people don't know that oftentimes those very majestic, incredible ones, we make the least amount of money because it costs the most to rent the space to be there. But you got to do it.
I was going to say, the last time I was in Sydney, I didn't do the Opera House because of the finances.
It's literally, we are breaking even by, we're doing 3 shows, one in Sydney, one in Melbourne, whatever. Not breaking even, but we're barely making money, but it's about
the experience.
We get to say for the rest of our lives.
You can make money doing the rest of Australia.
Yeah, we're only doing 3 shows because I can't be out too long. Yeah.
Why?
Just work and stuff like that.
Do you feel like there's an earthquake happening?
No, I think that you just had an influx of fluids.
NAD. What is NAD? Let's end this strong.
Wait, no, you're about to turn it all together.
I didn't.
No, wait. What did he say when he's like, guys?
When these kids have an ability to.
You said I'm going to bring it back to what we were saying at the beginning.
I forgot what we were saying. I got an IV.
Yeah. Christ, I blew it.
This is why I'd be a horrible fucking improver.
No, because in the moment you'll have it.
Yeah.
And I'll take care of the rest.
When you inject it into your body, the infusion saturates your brain cells with NAD and other nutrients to help your brain function normally. Patients who take NAV IV therapy or cognitive health reports improve focus, enhance memory, and overhaul improved.
Do you feel like your mood is better?
It feels like you're having a heart attack. It really does.
So why do you do it?
I don't know. I'll tell you why I do it, because I've been doing these like IVs and testosterone and all these things. And my biomarkers are just so healthy right now.
I don't know what a biomarker is. I'm so ignorant to that stuff. I got to learn.
It's like they're usually test for like 11 biomarkers, which is basically to identify how healthy your body is. It's like your liver, your cholesterol, but when you go to I have a longevity doctor, they test for like 27. They test for a ton. And it takes 110 days to improve your biomarker. And I've been
biomarker is literally your liver numbers.
Not just liver. It's like that is one of them. Though.
Okay, but it's actual
numbers of
numbers that you can see how your liver's functioning, how your red blood cell count is.
Okay. Yeah, all that. And I've been doing all this. Chappelle was one that really turned me on to IVs. I've always been into IVs. Yeah. But Chappelle was one that was like, yo, you can't get too many. Like, and his IV guy was like, dude.
Guy. This is a world I know nothing about.
Chappelle's so gangster with fucking IVs that you'll be partying with him at 2 a.m. He's like, you guys up for IVs? And you're like, yeah. And this lady will show up in her pajamas. Which is just like clean
things. It's just clean, lovely
vitamins, glutathione. I'm like, I'm pretty particular with what I get into my IV now because I've been doing it so much. But his IV guy was telling me, he's like, dude, the proof's in the numbers. It's like that everyone, you're just getting healthier. And so I get probably 2 a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
And do you feel healthier?
I feel fucking amazing. My sleep score's through the roof. I sleep amazing.
Oh, I'm terrible at sleeping.
But I drink a ton of water and I work out like crazy.
Every day.
Today I'm going to go for a jog after this podcast. But I was benching a lot yesterday, so I didn't.
I heard 300. Today. Everybody's talking about it. I know. On your birthday. Nobody can shut up about it. Everybody shut the fuck up. He's talking about how much he benches again. Please.
285 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Do it now.
Halston, grab.
No, it's not worth it.
2 people. Halston isn't 280. But if you grab Victoria and bring her up here and you guys lay in my hands, I can push you up.
It's a good way to end the show.
I'll get you out of here because you have a voiceover.
I do, but this was so exciting. Oh, I have 5 minutes. What are you going to do in 5 minutes to end it? God, I wish I knew how you were going to call it back. You had a great... Does anybody remember what he was going to say? I was truly happy that he was bringing it back to something we said at the beginning.
I can't remember it all.
It's all right, man.
Yeah.
I see my bit ruin the whole fucking thing.
No, it didn't.
You seem great.
I feel great.
These are great. Listen to all the things we talked about today.
We've had a really great podcast. Can I tell you, I always get nervous, like with comics, like with comics.
Sure.
And even more so with an actor. I don't get nervous with bands, but the last time we talked, I never get nervous with you because you have so much.
No, we were fine.
You have so much. You're really healthy. Like you must be a good person in a relationship.
I like learning. Like as private a person I am, I love learning about people. Like so, anytime you said something, I can't wait to hear more. Like I'm asking you questions about you.
Oh, at one point I was like, I should ask him a question about him.
But I love learning about people. I'm better at listening to people than talking to people. I mean, I can talk all day, but like, you know what I mean?
I'd rather talk than listen.
You're inquisitive. You ask, you
yeah, but I got to be interested in you.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. If I'm not interested in you, you can tell pretty quick.
Yeah.
And also I get nervous for people. So like if someone's not a talker, I get nervous for them and then I talk for them.
Oh yeah. I always want everybody to have the best time.
And I over-explain questions.
Are you good at hosting parties?
Amazing.
Oh, I'm too nervous to host parties. I'm afraid that to make everybody happy would make me feel like, oh God.
Oh, I make everyone happy. I want everyone to be happy.
You gotta bring those fucking fluids, man.
Oh, I love the energy of a party. Like I'm almost one of my issues is like I want everything to be a party.
So is Super Bowl huge for you? Of course, tickets.
Super Bowl's huge.
Football bigger than basketball for you?
Not after watching the starting 5.
Oh man, I haven't seen it yet. I cannot wait.
It's so good.
Oh, I can't wait.
Anthony Edwards is maybe the fucking most adorable human being that's ever lived. And I know he wouldn't appreciate that statement because he's
adorable.
Like, yeah, but he is like the fucking sweetest kid.
I did a show in Minneapolis 2 weeks ago, and I asked my agents, "I was like, can you invite Anthony Edwards to the show?" I don't know if they did, but then I was like, I just want to see if he'll come see comedy. I feel like that guy would love this shit.
I think every now and then, I feel like he would. You know, he's a little bit like I mean this with respect, but like when there's a genre that you're into, it's technically called nerd genre, which is like.
Like video games
and like the storyboard things. That's Anthony Anderson.
Is he?
Anthony Edwards. Anthony Anderson.
Anthony Anderson is on Blackish.
Yeah. And Anthony Edwards is like they had to like stop his Thanksgiving because he couldn't stop playing video games. Like they were like, he's amazing.
There's so many basketball players that I met that are in the NBA that are like just fucking cool as shit, and you wouldn't know all the like crazy, amazing things they're into, or like, some of them are like obsessed with like Legos. One of my friends is like huge into Disneyland, and he like I like love all that stuff.
Taylor Heineke is really big. He's a quarterback. He's really big into Legos. By the way, he's a quarterback. He's in town. He just texted me.
You didn't respond. Why didn't you respond? You got to respond. Call him up right now. Call him up right now. Now's the moment. This is how we bring it back. I'm going to plug, if you guys want to see me on tour, go to rejectedjokes.com/tour. We just put up next year's tour, the first half. And then Sonic. I have to talk about Sonic, I think. Sonic 3 comes out December 20th. I play the voice of Sonic. James Marsden. It's Jim Carrey. Keanu Reeves is in this one. Idris Elba. Colleen. It's going to be great. Those are my 2 plugs. But Ben Schwartz and friends, if you ever want to see it. rejectedjokes.com/tour.
How do you spell Heineke?
Oh my God. That's where it should end, right there. The podcast should end right there. What are you going to write to him? Do you need a team of people to write it?
I could use some help.
Oh, you got this first up. I want to see where your gut takes you.
Hey, buddy, I was just talking about you, comma.
Okay, let's stop. You fucked up. That's fine. It's a lot. We're asking you to do a lot. Okay, take a breath. What do you want to say to him before you press record? This is a guy that is in town. He texted you first, so that's why you can text him back. You don't feel bad. Okay.
Hey,
you want to tell him that he's a good dude?
About you. I hope you're enjoying Legos. That's not good.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. And by the way, you're doing great. Let me be the person to tell you you're great.
I know you like Legos.
No, don't do that. Okay. You don't have to mention Legos. No. You don't have to mention Legos.
No Legos.
No Legos. No need.
Hey, buddy, I was just talking about
slow roll the Legos. Make that be the second. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Hey, buddy, I was just talking about you.
Great. This is good, Bert.
Is he doing good this
season? Okay, that's fine.
Is he doing good this
I don't
season?
know. We can check out. Don't talk.
What? He played yesterday?
Can I tell you, Bert? Don't talk about if he's doing good or bad this year.
Okay.
And by the way, if this is every text, I don't know how you live your life.
Every text.
Okay.
This is every text.
Okay. This is very good. Okay, ready? Take a breath. Wait, take your breath like you do in the morning.
Just saw your text, comma, hit me up. Next time you have a bye week. No, they don't have a bye week. Fuck. Hit me up. I got it.
Here we go, guys. Here it goes. Ready? Here it goes. Bert, this is it. Your big text message back. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Be so funny if you by mistake sent all these. Okay, here we go.
Just say text. I'm horrible at replying to people, comma, but you're special.
No, I love that. I love that.
Keep on bad.
I love that. I love it.
But you're different. But you're no. Fuck. I'm horrible at replying to people.
I just saw your text, so that's a lie. And he knows because he could just watch this podcast and see that you lied.
Damn it. I did lie.
Just hit the first one was great. Hey, man, heard you're in town. If you ever want to build Legos together, you can.
Hit me up if you want to hang.
What does it say? Read it back.
Hey, bud, I was just talking about you. Saw your text. I'm horrible at replying to people. Hit me up if you want to hang.
Thank you very much for having me on the podcast. I wish that he responds immediately. There's no way.
I'm sweating. I'm physically sweating. I'm physically fucking sweating.
So the next episode, you got to tell people if he responded. Are you getting 3 dots immediately? It'd be impossible. He would have to have his phone in his hand.
I think he's probably laying in bed. He had a game yesterday.
It's good we didn't bring that up.
Yeah.
Now, are you regretting it?
No.
Okay, good.
No, that was good. Fuck.
Congrats, Bert.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Perfect.
Great way to end it. Great ending.
That was a great way to end it.
Lovely to chat with you. Always fun.
Dude, always fun.
Even deeper than anytime. Always deeper and like more.
Whenever wonderful. I always feel like, dude, I'll hit you up more often, and we should do because we don't even have to have anything to talk about.
No, we don't need it.
Yeah.
I literally forgot that I was supposed to be plugging Sonic 3 until the very end.
Sonic 3.
Don't even worry about it. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. Keanu Reeves is in this one. It's amazing.
That movie made so much fucking money.
Sonic 2 did well enough. We're going to have to make a third one. If we can make a fourth one, that would make me so happy.
Really?
I really want to get to 4. Yeah. I hope that this one does amazing. Comes out December 20th. Are you going to be there? Have you seen a Sonic movie?
No, I haven't seen a Sonic movie, but Jim Carrey's in it.
I've seen it.
Yes, of course I've seen it. Well, of course I've seen it. It's Sonic. The Sonic movie. Yeah.
What did you think we were talking about?
No,
that
no.
was just an epiphany.
I'm thinking about the video game that I played as a kid.
Yeah, so did I. 1991, best game of all.
Dude,
Incredible game.
1991, Sonic the Hedgehog comes out. I discover marijuana in a new way, and Widespread Panic becomes my favorite band.
Oh, that's a great year for you.
My buddy Cuz worked at Nabisco. He'd
all
bring
the
home,
names that you've said for all of your friends are always like, yeah, me and Jimmy Dash, me and everybody's like hilarious names.
One time, my buddy looked at all my friends' names, and it was like Cannonball, Croy. Like everyone had wild names.
It's great.
But God, man, Sonic the fucking Hedgehog.
Sonic 3 December 20th, and then my tour for next year starts in January. I think the first stop is Wisconsin, but we're coming to a lot of places.
Hell yeah.
That'd be great.
And then if you're going to, and I'll hit you up about Red Clay Strays.
Hell yeah.
And then
I play, I'll play LA. I'm doing a secret show that I haven't announced yet in a couple weeks if you're in town.
I'm going to come by and see it.
Yeah.
I would love
I'll announce
to.
it right before, yeah.
Buddy, I love you to death. You're awesome.
Dude, this has been the best.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk more.
But fucking the whole team downstairs is like, I'm fucking so excited for him. I'm so fucking excited
Nobody
for him.
cares.
They do.
Nobody cares.
I love you, buddy.
Good to see you, brother.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.